I'm so happy to be able to eat out with Senpai today.
Yeah. My name is Naoto Sato, a 25-year-old office worker. I'm heading to a fancy restaurant with my girlfriend, Rin Mamiya, who is 3 years younger than me.
You seem quite shaken. Is something wrong? You said you had something important to talk about today, right? Is that related to it?
No, that's not it. I'm not nervous at all. I hope she doesn't know I'm going to propose. But I've already talked to her father today and he told me about the restaurant too. To make it work.
It's okay. You're just nervous because we're going to a fancy restaurant, right? I'm here with you, so you'll be fine.
An absolute angel. Welcome. Could it be Mamiya?
Oh.
Do you know him?
He's Motonai Yusoya, a classmate from high school. He's always been the kind of person who brags about himself to everyone.
My restaurant isn't the kind of place you can come to. Poor people should go home quickly. Wait a second, how rude of you! And how do you know she's poor? Her mother died when she was in elementary school, so she grew up with a single father. Of course she's poor. And your suit and watch are also cheap. What? I'm a man who knows the difference, you know? I spend every day looking at rich people, so there's no point in trying to pretend. You probably don't have a reservation anyway, so why don't you just go home? I have the money and I made a reservation. Then I'll go check the reservation, so please wait on the sofa at the entrance. What a rude waiter. But even after a while, we weren't called in. On the contrary, people who came after us were being let in first. Was our reservation forgotten? Excuse me, are the seats still not available? What? You're still here? What? I've already deleted your reservation since you're poor. What?
You've got to be kidding.
People without money are not customers. Please leave, as you are causing trouble for other customers. No way! We made a reservation too.
Senpai, let's go. There's no point in talking to him. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I've always been teased like that.
It's not your fault, Rin. And I don't think we would have been able to enjoy the fine cuisine if we had eaten at that kind of restaurant.
You're right.
Shall we go to a different restaurant then? Afterwards, we decided to have dinner at a rundown izakaya in the neighborhood. It wasn't a fancy restaurant at all, but it seems like Rin was satisfied with the food. By the time we finished eating, it was completely dark, so I decided to walk her home.
Thank you for today.
No, I was happy to have dinner with you too. Alto, I was waiting for you. Kyoma-san? Oh, please. You and I are close, so feel free to call me father-in-law. This is Rin's father, Kyoma Mamiya. He is someone who has helped me out in various ways due to certain circumstances. So, how did it go? Of course your gut Rin's okay, right? About that, I couldn't confess. Wait a minute. You didn't chicken out at the last minute, did you? It was like this and that. What? I won't allow anyone to get in the way of Naoto. Just you wait. What? Hello? Is this the manager? Bring the little waiter to my office right now. I hope everything's okay.
Come to think of it, you did say you had something important to talk about today, didn't you? I missed it because of all the other things going on. But what was it?
Well, I'll tell you about it another time.
Is that so?
Today's incident is also my fault for wearing a cheap suit and watch. I made Reen sad, so how could I possibly propose? What? The kid ran away? He ran away? Go and find him now. After that, Motonai-san, who had run away, was never found, and it seems that he also stopped coming to work at a restaurant. Instead, the manager of that restaurant came to my house the next day. The manager apologized, but I wasn't that angry. If only I had dressed better, I wouldn't have been spoken to like that. I'll work harder and earn more money. From the next day, I started working even harder. Sato-san is amazing. I can't believe he held that much work. He really is superhuman, isn't he? We should follow his example.
Senpai.
One day, after such days it continued. I'm sleepy, but I have to finish this job. I'm at my limit.
It's okay.
What is this feeling? Reen!
You're awake.
Why am I in your lap? I thought she went home first.
I was worried about you because you've been looking so tired lately. So I stayed. Then I saw you sleeping on the desk. I called out to you, and you walked over to the sofa in the waiting room half asleep.
I have no recollection of any of that. But thanks. I took a break, so I have to finish up the work that's left.
Oh no, I won't allow you to be any more reckless.
But
why are you working so hard? Especially recently. It seems like you're working so hard that you're even skipping sleep.
I want to make you happy.
I'm already happy enough to be going out with you.
No, I haven't repaid the debt I owe you from that time yet.
That time?
You know, I was homeless for a while after my old company went bankrupt. I even tried changing jobs, but I ended up homeless. I lived in a park for a long time.
Of course, I remember. It was at the park where you were homeless that we first met, wasn't it?
You were a university student at the time, and I helped you when you were being hassled by a drunk. And as a way of thanking you for saving me, Kiyoma-san introduced me to this company. I have the life I have now thanks to Rin and Kiyoma-san. I think the best way to repay that debt is to make you happy. But if I don't have any money, someone might say something terrible again. I don't want you to get hurt because of me. So I have to be able to earn more money.
I understand. If it's for that reason, I won't stop you anymore. But I'm going to ask you out on a date on our day off tomorrow. There's a place I want to go with you. It's okay, right?
Yeah. I wonder where she wants to go. The next day.
We've arrived.
This is a very old store.
It's still open for business. Shall we go in?
It's delicious, but I feel like I've had it somewhere before. That's right, Rin's home cooking.
You have a good memory. Actually, I've been coming to this store for a long time. Every day since my mom disappeared when I was in elementary school. In the past, my dad and I couldn't cook. I cook now, but I learned how to cook from the lady who works here.
I see. But why did you want to come to the store together?
I wanted you to understand that there are things more important than money.
What?
The value of a dish is not determined by the price of the ingredients used. Rather than eating the most expensive food or having a lot of money, I think it's a blessing to be able to eat with the people you love. I think it's important to work hard, but if you work too hard, you'll spend less time together. And that's sad, isn't it? So there's no need to try too hard. Being yourself is much happier.
I guess so. I was so worried about what Motonai-san said that I may have overlooked something important.
I'm glad you noticed. From tomorrow, I'll be helping you with your work too.
Thanks. From the next day, I stopped doing all the work by myself. I thought it would be a bother to ask others to help me with my work, but... leave it to me. I'm so happy that Sato-san is relying on me. Everyone is so nice. And on the day off, I slept well.
Good morning, senpai.
Yeah, good morning. Wait, why are you in my room from the morning?
You gave me a spare key to your room, didn't you?
I mean, we didn't make any promises, so I was wondering why you were here.
You work so hard during the week, so I thought I'd let you relax on your day off.
If you're going to say that, I think you work hard at work during the week too.
But I'm still a new employee, so my workload is less than yours. So on my days off, I want to help reduce your workload, even a little. Breakfast is also ready. Leave all the housework to me, including cleaning, washing, and other chores.
Oh, okay.
It's a day off today, so you don't have to do anything. Leave everything to me, and please rest.
Before I knew it, I'm going to be a useless human being. I'll help out a little.
What? But...
If we do it together, we'll be able to spend more time together.
I see. Then let's wash the dishes together after breakfast.
This sounds like a new beginning. One day. Shadow-san, I have a favor to ask of you. What is it, manager? As a matter of fact, our department is going to be hiring new employees. I'd like to ask you to be the interviewer. Yes, please leave it to me. And on the day of the interview, I've asked Rin to sit in on the interview as part of her training.
Wasn't the person just now also quite good?
Yeah, now for the next. Wait, this person...
What's wrong?
Excuse me?
What is this person doing?
I knew it was him. Thank you for taking the time today. What's with this reaction? Does he not remember me? Wait, who is she? Please don't worry about her. So may I start by asking you about your reasons for applying? Because this is the only company that's right for me, of course. What? In my previous job, I got to meet presidents and celebrities every day. And that's when I realized that I should also work for a really famous company, because I'm an elite who gets to meet rich people every day. But on your resume, it says you worked in the hospitality industry at a high-class restaurant. That doesn't mean you're an elite. But the fact that I was meeting and talking with rich company presidents every day is true. Where does that confidence come from? So, what kind of service did you provide to customers at your previous workplace? I treated my customers with the utmost sincerity. What do you mean? After all, I'm an excellent person who knows the difference. It's only natural to treat customers in a way that's appropriate for them. Does that mean you change your attitude depending on how the other person looks? Then I'll have to respond with sincerity too. I'm sorry, but we've decided not to hire you. Please go home. Why are you suddenly rejecting me? This is absolutely ridiculous.
Don't you understand yet?
What? That voice.
Don't you remember what you did a month ago?
Mommy? What are you two doing here? This is a top-class company, right? He's right. Our company is a top-class company with branches all over the country, and this is its head office. Of course, the income is also correspondingly high. Aren't you guys poor? I was homeless to begin with, but I helped Rin once, and thanks to that, her father introduced me to this company. What?
Of course, Senpai has also achieved results and is very talented.
But you quit your job, huh? It's your fault. What? The day I turned you guys away, the manager called me in with a really serious look on his face. And there were some seriously shady-looking characters there. So you ran away? Of course. There were men who looked dangerous always hanging around the area where I lived. How could I possibly work at the restaurant again in that situation? It's amazing you weren't found in a situation like that. I moved from one friend's house to another. But in the end, everyone stopped letting me stay, so I had no choice but to change jobs. I mean, what were those guys? Come to think of it, there was a gang called the Mamiya Group around here.
Oh, that.
Your surname is also Mamiya, right? And that reaction, could it be that you were the daughter of the boss of that gang? So you found out. That's right. Rin is the only daughter of the boss of the Mamiya crime syndicate, which controls the underworld. It seems that the owner of that fancy restaurant used to be one of Kiyoma-san's henchmen. It seems that he has completely come out of the underworld now, but he still seems to admire Kiyoma-san. It's your fault my life is ruined. If it comes to this, I'll spread a rumor that there are people in this company with connections to the underworld. Oh no, he's going to get this company in trouble too. Wait! Where the hell is that guy? Stop! That voice! I finally caught you. Are you ready to give up?
Dad?
Why is Kiyoma-san here? Oh, you two. My henchman saw him here earlier. He said he saw him going into this company, so I waited here for him. Don't be ridiculous. I'm not wrong. What's wrong with turning away poor customers who don't belong in that restaurant? If you did it to prevent people from eating and running, then your actions might have been justified. But you judge people by their appearance and said hurtful things about Rin. It's wrong to judge people by their appearance, no matter what the reason. I think of Naoto like my own son. I can't just sit back and let him get hurt. You're going to pay for this, you hear? No! Let go of me! After that, the Motenai was taken into custody by the Mamiya group. It seems he learned a lot of things there. A few days later, I am very sorry for the inconvenience this has caused. Wait, who? My name is Motenai Usoya. I have reformed my ways and am now working hard at the restaurant. That's too much of a change. I'm too scared to ask what happened. Let's not talk about the past anymore. But could you help me with one thing? A few days later.
I'm glad we can finally have dinner at this restaurant.
Yeah, I asked Motenai to make a reservation for me.
Your voice is trembling. Are you nervous again?
Actually, I was going to tell you something important today.
What?
Will you marry me? You've always supported me. From now on, I want to be there to support you. So...
I'm so happy! I want to marry you too! Let's be happy together!
Okay, I'll double check to make sure I don't make a mistake again. My name is Senji Itami. I'm 23 years old and I work as an accountant at a pharmaceutical sales company. My motto is to always be steady, and I'm the type of person who acts carefully both at work and in my personal life, so I'm not good at taking on new challenges. Hey, as usual, you're slow at work. Takes you all day to finish a single document. But it's an important document, so I have to check it out carefully. If I were the president, I'd do something about this useless guy. This person is Itazo Nana Hikari. He joined the company at the same time as me as the president's son. He uses his position behind the scenes to do whatever he wants. He doesn't like me in particular, who is so slow-witted and often picks on me. The material that you spent an hour on, I could finish in 10 minutes. God is so unfair. I was born with talent and you, well, it's no use saying anything to you. I can't help it if people say things to me, but I felt guilty for making the atmosphere in the office bad. I didn't want to cause trouble for anyone else, so I didn't react. This continued day after day. Am I really happy with this kind of life? What's wrong with that person? She seems a little wobbly.
I'm sleepy.
That's a truck coming right at her. Look out! Run!
What truck?
No, she can't escape.
Can someone call an ambulance, please?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, so please don't force yourself to speak.
I'm glad.
Please, stay with me.
I wonder how much time has passed. When I woke up, I saw a ceiling I didn't recognize. Where's this... Ouch.
Shinji-san, you've regained consciousness. I'm so glad. I thought you were gone for good after not waking up for 3 days.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you don't mind, could you tell me what happened? I don't remember much. I jumped to save her, sacrificing myself. Miraculously, I only suffered a few minor injuries, such as a broken arm. That Ellen-san was here with me. I heard many stories from Ellen-san. I see. I'm sorry for causing you trouble.
What are you talking about? You're my savior. No matter how much I thank you, it won't be enough. So, I have a favor to ask. would you let me take care of Shinji-san's personal needs?
No, I'd feel bad. Don't worry about it.
That's not right! You got hurt because of me. Is there someone else who can take care of you? I'll give up. Do you have a girlfriend or something?
I don't have a girlfriend. If that's the case, I'd really appreciate it.
I'm glad.
Fortunately, the truck driver was insured, so it seems that medical expenses and compensation will be paid. So I've taken some time off from work to concentrate on my treatment.
Good morning, Shinji-san.
Good morning. What?
Yes? What is it?
I get embarrassed when you stare at me like that.
I'm sorry, but when I think that you might lose consciousness again, I get so nervous that I can't take my eyes off you.
You can watch me, but I'd like to get to know you. As much as you can tell, I only know your first name, Ellen-san.
You're right. I'm sorry.
She told me a little about herself. Her name is Kirishima Ellen. She is 20 years old and is attending a medical university. On the day of the accident, she had been working on a report all night until the day before, so she was tired and dozing off.
I was a bit dazed myself, so my response was delayed. Let me say it again. Thank you. Wait, Shinji-san?
She's going to be a nurse in the future. She would fit right in. Or maybe a dentist. She probably looks good in white coats too.
Shinji-san, your face is very red. I'll call the nurse right away.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry, it's nothing.
Oh, I see. You want to take a bath soon, but you have an injury, so you'll have to hold on for a while. In return, I'll give you a sponge bath.
A sponge bath?
It's when you wipe and clean a person's body who can't shower because of an injury or illness. Please take off your clothes then.
Wiping down the whole body means taking off your clothes?
Of course. Look, if you resist, it will make your injury worse. Here.
Oh, that's a little embarrassing.
Go on, don't be shy. I'll do anything for you, Shinji-san. Then I'll wipe your back.
Is this...
Does it feel good? I'm glad I studied medical science.
I can feel Ellen-san's warmth through... I can feel Ellen-san's warmth of the towel. It feels so good. It's a strange feeling to have someone wipe my body for me.
Shinji-san, you have a nicer body than I expected.
Please don't stare. I'm embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I just couldn't help myself. I'll be serious now.
For the week that followed, Ellen-san was by my side morning, noon, and night. The kind, hardworking, and cute Ellen is always by my side. I think this may be the first time in my life that I've felt this happy. I've found myself wishing that it would always be like this.
You're finally being discharged today.
Thank you for taking such good care of me until now. My injuries have healed quite well, so I'll be fine on my own from now on. So, this is goodbye. It's been fun spending the past week with you. I'd like this to last a little longer, but I don't want to be a burden any longer.
But you still need hand rehabilitation, right? If it's okay with you, Please let me take care of you until your hand is fully healed. Please? Or am I a bother?
Can I ask you to look after me until my injury heals then?
Yes, leave it to me.
Even after being discharged from the hospital, Ellen-san comes to my house on weekends to help me with my rehabilitation and gives me hand massages.
This oil contains Chinese herbal medicine, so it's supposed to be really effective. I'll rub it in well.
Thank you. It feels good.
I'm glad. I'll do anything until your hand is back to normal, so please don't hold back.
Thank you for doing this for me. The results of the detailed examination will be out tomorrow, so I'm sure I'll be better.
Yes, you'll be fine.
But the happy moment came to an end in an instant.
Shinji-san, are you not here? Why do you suddenly not want to see me anymore? Did I do something? Please tell me. Please, just talk to me in person. Otherwise, I can't bear it.
I'm sorry, Ellen-san. I know I said I wouldn't see you again suddenly, but I couldn't think of any other way. The results of the detailed examination show that there would be severe after effects on my hand. After effects that may never heal. I don't know how much responsibility she will feel if I tell her about this. Up until now, she has only taken care of me, feeling responsible for the accident. I can't put her through that. I can't put her through any more trouble. I would never see her again. That was my decision. But I never realized how painful it would be. Her presence was so big. I moved and went back to work straight away in order to completely forget about her. I have to toughen up no matter what. Even if I have after effects, I'll fight alone. My hands don't move as I want them to.
It's been a while, but I can't believe you got in an accident saving a woman you don't even know.
What?
And to make matters worse, you've got some pretty serious after effects, right? You can't handle a computer with a hand like that. Why don't you just give up and go down a different path?
Mind your own business. I'll do what I can. Leave me alone.
What? Shinji? You're not supposed to talk back. Fine. Get all this done by the end of the week. Show me that you can do it even with a hand like that. Hey, Shinji-san, if you can't do it, you should apologize.
I'll do it if it's my job.
If you can do it, go ahead and try. I think that's a month's worth of work. You know you have to finish it, right? The company doesn't need employees who can't work.
He's right. The company can't keep an employee who can't work. Besides, if I don't hang in there, I'd feel bad for Ellen-san, who has looked after me up until now. I want to live a life that doesn't make her ashamed of me. If I can't move, I'll tie this pin like this. I kept pounding away at the computer every day, and many times I felt like giving up, but every time that happened, I remembered Ellen-san's smile. That's what keeps me going. I guess I can't finish it after all, but I have to do as much as I can. Huh? What's wrong with you two?
I was really moved by the way you're working so hard. I thought you were more of a reserved person. You're amazing.
I was surprised too. Let me help you a little, please.
My bosses and colleagues who I thought didn't care about me turned into allies because of these two. Alright, that's the last one. Thank you, everyone. You've been a big help.
No problem. In return, buy me a drink tonight.
But Nana Hikari-san is terrible, isn't he? pushing such a job onto one person like this?
Yeah, I've been thinking it was strange too. You can't do that just because your parent is the president.
Those guys.
After a while, I was able to throw myself into my work while still struggling with the after effects of the accident. Itazo has also been strangely quiet lately. Today, I couldn't stop thinking about the pedestrian crossing where the accident happened, so I decided to go and take a look. I wonder why I came here. I don't even know myself. That's Ellen-san. Why is she here? Ellen-san, I'm trying my best, but it's hard every day. I want to talk to you about trivial things again. I want to see your smile. I want to touch you. Ellen-san, I still think you're the one for me.
What? Who are you? I'm sorry, but I refuse to be hit on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. What are you getting so worked up about? She was just being kind because she felt responsible. There's no way she could have had any personal feelings. All I have now is my work. I don't have the time to think about unnecessary things. I finally found my place in the company, but peaceful days don't last long. Thank you. I can do the rest myself.
Hey, Shinji, I've got a new job for you. Here you go.
Itazo, all of a sudden...
I was asked directly by my dad. It's about a new business theme park. I thought I'd leave it to the capable Shinji.
But I'm in accounting. That's a little too different from my field, don't you think?
By the way, the only thing that's been decided is a general outline. You'll be the one to decide everything, including the budget, the scale, the location, and the opening date.
This project is too much.
What's the matter? Are you going to argue with the future president? Listen, you've got to get this done within a month. If you can't do it, it's probably because of the after effects, right? Also, I'll tell the other employees what will happen if they help you. Don't make me say it again.
This is definitely him just trying to harass me. I know that, but I can't accept such an unreasonable request. I can't do it. I refuse.
What? By saying no, you mean you're abandoning your duties, right?
What a shame. You...
What? Look like you've got it all under control. Can you still do your job then?
I've had enough of working with such a terrible person. Besides, if I stay at the company any longer, I'll just be a nuisance to everyone. Then... So you want me to quit, right?
Oh, which means?
I'm resigning. Immediately.
What a shame. I can't believe you're leaving.
Wait a minute, Itaizo!
What? Why are you...
Ellen-san, how did you end up here?
I'm sorry I'm late. It's okay now.
What do you mean, it's okay? What's going on?
I'll explain the details later, so let's just get rid of him first.
Sis, what are you doing here? This is my workplace.
Sis? Your siblings?
Yeah, Itazo is my brother, but he's not actually related to me by blood, and he's the child of my father's second wife. I was surprised too. I didn't know this guy worked at Shinji's company.
You two just chatting away. It's none of your business, so just stay out of it.
It is my business. Shinji saved my life, but that's not all. He's a very important person who didn't complain about anything, even though he was injured for life and tried to bear the burden on his own.
You knew everything?
I'm sorry. After you disappeared, I looked into things to find clues. It's your fault for suddenly disappearing, Shinji-san. Sorry, I was at a loss, but I had no other choice.
Hey, don't enter your own world. Whatever it is, just get out of here.
It's you who's leaving. I heard the whole conversation earlier, while on the phone with your favorite daddy.
Dad, that's not good. That's very bad.
What's this Itazoland thing? There's no way Dad would give such an instruction. You don't have any taste to make a proposal with something like that.
I knew it.
I've always known that you were just putting on a good front in front of Dad, and that you were a phony.
Stop nagging.
Dad also regretted it. He said he couldn't see his son's true nature.
I don't believe it. The eldest son of the Nani Hikari group, Itazo Nani Hikari. He's the man who will carry Japan into the future.
Here's a present from Dad. He said he'd send it later by motorbike.
A letter of dismissal. Itazo Nani Hikari is to start again as a part-timer. That's ridiculous. Hey, you guys, you got to be on my side. You got to convince my dad. A chance like this will never come your way, you common people. Itazo, no one will believe someone who only thinks about saving themselves at a time like this. Damn it, damn it! Please start over from the beginning and become someone who can help the weak.
Shinji, I've missed you. Please don't go anywhere else.
But I have after effects and you're still out of my league.
That's so like you. You're too kind, and you hurt yourself. I wasn't taking care of you out of pity or responsibility. It's because I fell in love with you.
I'll be honest with you too. I like you. I won't go anywhere else. A few years have passed since then, and as a result of working hard at my job, I now have many subordinates. Itazo-san, thank you for always cleaning up. You'll see one day. He hasn't changed at all. In a way, that's impressive. And as for me and Ellen...
Come on, hang in there. Here we go.
Ow! Come on, be gentle with me. You're a professional doctor.
What are you talking about? You're feeling much better now, aren't you?
I've had my share of hardships, but I'm happy now. I'm even grateful for the accident. I was able to meet you because of it.
From the moment you saved me, I made up my mind that no matter what happens, I would protect you.
Really?
I promised you I wouldn't leave until your injury heals, didn't I?
So, once I'm healed, I'm no longer needed?
Don't be mean. We'll always be together.
I'm Wataru Izuka, a graduate student. For a reason, I'm in a huge rush right now. That's because... Professor! What's the meaning of this? Isn't this paper written by Sasaru almost identical to mine? It's clearly plagiarism! Whoa, Wataru, stop making accusations. This is Yokoyari Sasaru, a friend from my university days, but... There's no need for such a fuss. It's, in fact, Yokuyari-kun who started writing the paper first. It's your paper that is nearly identical to his. Professor, are you being serious? Like I said, if your paper's theme overlaps with Yokuyari's, you should revise it quickly. That is just... Oh, this is unbelievable. The professor's been watching me write this paper from the beginning. If the themes overlap, there's no way for the professor not to have noticed. Professor, it must be hard for you too, having to supervise such a poor student like him. You! Who's the poor student here? You can't even write a decent paper on your own. Sasaru's father is the head of a famous local company that apparently funds his university. They probably use the sharing of those funds as leverage to get my paper copied by the professor. So the professor's hands are probably tied too. Understood. I'll consider revising it. Really? I'm counting on you. Looks like I can't really expect any help from the professor either now. I'm beyond furious, but there's nothing I can do about it now. Oh no. I should just calm down for now. It feels like I'll lose my mind if I don't distract myself with something. But I doubt the cafeteria tea will help.
Wataru-kun!
Hikari-san! This is Kike Hikari-san, my girlfriend since I entered graduate school. Well, even though we've only been on a few dates, it's still a wholesome relationship.
Is it true that you copied Sasaru-kun's paper?
Huh? Where did you even hear that from?
Sasaru-kun was lamenting, you know. He said he understood that things were tough around you, but he couldn't believe you went that far.
That boy! Not only did he steal my paper, but he's also spreading rumors.
I get that writing a paper is tough, but betraying a friend? I can't believe you're that kind of a person.
No, Hikari-san, it's nothing like that!
I don't want to hear excuses. Let's just break up.
What? Wait, please! Too bad, Wataru. Sasaru! I never really liked you. You only caught my eye because the professor favored you for your slightly better grades. This is how I'd lost both a friend and my girlfriend at the same time. Going to university became harder and harder for me. Everyone treated me like some sort of villain, and I felt like they were all going around gossiping about me. I've had enough. I could no longer stand the stares around me, so I eventually dropped out of graduate school. With no hobbies and only a few friends, I started to lose all my motivation to live. What should I do from now on? Whatever, I guess. Then one day... Hey, I'm here! Whoa, Grandpa! This person is my grandfather, Izuka Tepe. With an eccentric personality, after my grandmother passed away a few years ago, he surprised my family by opening an izakaya. He's taught me many things besides studying. I've always liked my grandpa. I heard that you quit university! Help me out of my shop then! Huh? Grandpa's shop? With that, I was putting to work at my grandpa's izakaya, Dekabokote. Everyone, this is my grandson, Wataru. He'll be working here from today on. Keep an eye on him.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. She won't even make eye contact.
Aiko's just a bit shy around men. Hi, Murray. Nice to meet you, Ataru-chan.
Oh, I see. Her fashion sense is unique and flashy.
But Wataru-san, since you're short and not that intimidating, I think I'll be fine.
I got told off for being short and not intimidating. And so, I started working at Dekabokote. That said, I haven't yet recovered from the shock of dropping out of university either. I wondered if I could work properly in this state. No, once I've accepted it, I'll give it my all and see what I can do. Speaking of, I wonder if Micah-san is okay with handling male customers.
I'll take your order now.
Well...
Yes!
She's trembling just from taking orders. Is she gonna be okay?
Aika-chan may not be suited for customer service, but her memory and calculation skills are actually amazing.
What?
Ruri-san, it's almost time for the last call for Table 3's all-you-can-drink order. Also, the customer at Table 5 left too much alcohol the last time they came half a year ago. So, could you keep an eye on them?
What? You remember about a customer from 6 months ago?
Yes, I'm good at things like that.
Wow.
Alright, I'll go talk to them for a bit then. Excuse me, sir. Don't you think you've ordered too much? It's bad for your health.
It's whatever, since it's all you can drink anyways.
I don't mind about that, but I want you to come back healthy. Please make sure to drink some water too, alright?
A cute girl like you saying that? Sure, I'll drink some water. Ruri-san is really good at customer service. If it were me, I might have ended up angering them.
I'm actually terrible at calculations and such, so basically I have respect for both of you.
No, you're both amazing. You have my respect.
Wataru-san, you're also working hard too.
Thank you. I see. Everyone here has some strengths and weaknesses, and they all cover for each other. It's fundamentally different from my solitary research.
And so my dream is to marry Teppei-chan.
With Grandpa?
That would mean that you'd be my grandson, right? Here's to a long time of being together.
That sounds good! So, it'd been 2 years since I continued working at Dekubokote. I gradually started to get along with the other employees, too. Aika-san became a little more comfortable around me. Ruri-san, however, as always, keeps playing around with me anyways. Then one day...
I'll get in trouble.
What's that? Come on, just pour my drinks for a bit. It's a troublesome drunk. Ruri-san is busy. What to do? I've always thought you were cute. Come on, let's talk for a bit.
Stop, please.
There's only me here to do something about it. Sir, this isn't that kind of place. What is this? I don't care about you. Well, if it's talking that you want to do, I'll listen.
Huh?
You are a regular customer here, aren't you? Did anything happen today? You always drink responsibly. What happened today? It's none of your business. You're always so well-mannered when drinking here. Is anything bothering you? It's actually at my workplace, even though it's not my fault. I see. Thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you. I'll come again. I guess it worked out in some way. Huh? It's Hikari-san. Why would she come to this kind of place? I guess she could go to izakaya's.
So you've been working in a place like this then?
Thank you. I thought I'd forgotten, but seeing her face is still painful. Oh, Aika-san. You had a tough time earlier, right?
No, well...
I guess she really is bad at dealing with men since she was struggling earlier. It's alright, take your time. I'll wait.
Okay.
Come on, take a deep breath.
Hey, Wataru-san.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping me out earlier.
Well, I just did what anyone would do.
Also, you're also working hard, so I think that's very admirable.
Thank you.
I guess Aika-chan can talk normally with Wataru-kun.
Aren't they cute?
Huh? Teppei-chan? Teppei-chan!
Teppy-chan, are you okay?
Rui-san! What happened?
I don't know. Teppy-chan suddenly...
Ambulance! Call an ambulance, please! A few hours later after that... Grandpa, you scared me! Since you collapsed all of a sudden. Sorry for worrying you. Rather than me, apologize to Rui-san more. She was the most worried. Right. That must have been a struggle. Anyways, Grandpa, you've had a heart condition then? Well, yeah. I found out after your grandma passed away. Not knowing what the future holds, I told your dad that I wanted to live freely for now. I see. Life is bound to end sooner or later, so it's better to live as you want while you're still alive. That's so like you. But what about the shop? Since you're already here too, I was thinking of you taking over Dekabukote. What do you think? Me, the manager? In your place? There's no need to think of replacing me. Just run it as if you were your own shop. Let me think it over a bit. I never imagined being asked to become the manager.
Wataru-chan, how's Teppy-chan doing?
Ruri-san, thank you for staying here beside Grandpa for so long. There's nothing to worry about now.
I see. I'm so glad.
Following that day, my days got busy. The load of responsibilities on a manager is indeed heavier after all. I eventually became the temporary manager. After Grandpa's health scare, even Aika-san and Ruri-san support started addressing me as the manager, and one day... So, this is where you've been hiding after all.
See, I told you.
Hikari-san. She even brought Sasaru here intentionally, despite the fact that it had been 2 years already.
Manager?
What a nice store, huh, Wataru? Welcome. May I take your order? You're still as boring as ever, huh? See here? I hate the way you've bounced back to living a normal life.
Exactly. You did those things and now you're a manager.
It should be me saying those. You're becoming unbearably reasonable now. Starting to get angry now, too. That's right. I had a good thought. Since you're the manager, we can always get to order all you can drink for free, don't we? No.
Huh?
Is that okay for you to say? I'll expose you for what you did at university. Get out of here, please. Go ahead and spread it around if you want. But aren't you in a better position right now? There's nothing to do. I'll come again. He plans to come back to cause trouble again, huh? But I'm glad that he went back. He intends to come again.
Manager.
In order to prepare myself for the next time they came back here, I decided to tell everyone here about the truth. The fact that my thesis was plagiarized and I couldn't bear the scrutiny from those around me. So I dropped out of university.
What is that? That's all their fault.
I think so too.
Thanks. Back then, it was university that I escaped from. But this is my grandpa's store. I think it's an irreplaceable place, not just for me, but probably for everyone. From now on, instead of escaping, I want to protect it. That's why I'll work hard as a manager.
That's nice. It's Teppy-chan and everyone else's store after all. Let's all work together.
I'll also do my best.
Everyone, thank you. With this, we decided to work even harder than before. Trying to be a good manager with full effort, I found that running the place seriously was quite challenging. Apart from customer service and cooking, I had to handle purchasing, accounting, year-round planning, and daily customer attraction. There's a lot to think about and do. Even so, I have to do it all. I have to protect this restaurant. Even I was surprised at how indispensable the restaurant had become to me.
Manager, if there's something to do with calculations, I'd like to help too.
Aika-san, Thank you, that'd be really helpful.
I've always had trouble dealing with people and failed at every other job. But this restaurant accepted me. So this restaurant is just as much precious as to me too.
Okay, let's do our best together.
Yes!
However, despite our hard work, customers started to stay away as if mocking our efforts.
Hey, manager, take a look at this! They're only terrible comments!
That day, Ruri-san noticed terrible online reviews of the restaurant, full of baseless accusations. Even though the reviews were full of baseless accusations, people who were unaware might end up believing them. This account ID, is it Hikari-san? They were probably upset about being kicked out of the store the other day. But to go this far? And then... Hey, I'm back!
Huh? What happened? There are no customers here, huh?
You seem to say a lot even though this was all caused by you! Welcome. Hey, Wataru, listen! I might become an associate professor soon! Huh? Why are you still clinging to this tiny restaurant? Say what now? You quit university and became the manager of a rundown place like this? It's mockable! You should have gotten a more decent job.
Hey! We've been quietly listening so far, but enough is enough!
Huh? Just a mere employee. Keep your mouth shut!
No, I won't stay quiet! Our manager's 100 times better man than you!
That's right! Manager Wataru is always working really hard. Don't badmouth him!
What the hell are these people? Such nobodies. Sasaru, I admit that I'm a pathetic guy. But as the manager, I have the duty and responsibility to protect my employees. If you keep harassing us beyond this, you are no longer a customer. Even a store has the right to choose its customers. Get out! What did you say, you bastard? Customers are always supposed to be treated like gods.
That's right, that's right!
But we don't quite need any misfortune-bringing gods at our store. As if I'll come to a store like this ever again! Don't forget that!
Good job, Wataru-chan.
Hey, manager! You spoke well! Please keep it up! I just happen to be really engrossed. Thank you.
Wataru-san, you were cool.
Aika-san. Later on, Grandpa was able to be discharged from the hospital after a few weeks. However, he decided to retire and handed the store over to me. I was unsure at first, but with Aika-san and Rudy-san's encouragement, I decided to take it on. It's been tough and busy, but Rudy-san supports me with customer service, and Aika-san with management, so we managed somehow. Also, circumstantially, since Aika-san helps with accounting, the time that we've been spending together has gotten longer. Thanks to that, she seems to have gotten comfortable with me. Speaking of which, Sasaru and Hikari haven't come to the store ever since. It turns out Sasaru had plagiarized other theses multiple times and was exposed through internal whistleblowing. It's astonishing to think that he did that to others besides me. Eventually, Sasaru was stripped of his professorship and had apparently broken up with Hikari-san. So it's only natural that he doesn't have time to bother us anymore. Since university, huh? Right, the professor must have changed by now. The professor who was in charge of me was also expelled due to the Sasaru incident, apparently. I had to leave the university because of those three, so I took appropriate action. Then the new professor contacted me, recognizing my old thesis as my own.
What? Are you really gonna go back to the university then, Wataru-chan?
Is that so?
No! I'm now the manager of this store!
I'm glad! Wataru-chan, you started to become similar to Tubby-chan, so I could marry you one day.
Marriage? I'm not thinking about that yet!
Yeah, Wataru-san will marry me.
Even you, Aika-san? Really, you never know what life will bring, which is what makes it interesting. Lately, I've come to appreciate that more. Even today, we continue to work happily at our izakaya, Dekobokote. Welcome!
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. And don't forget to check out our other episodes too. According to my calculations, you are about to like and subscribe to our videos. Thank you for watching. See you next time.